Hey everyone, welcome back. If you're new here, my name is Lauren, and today I'm going to be drawing my February TBR. So if this is your first TBR video with me, how this works is that each month I draw 5 books and I have what I call my TBR star jar. It is a little bottle filled with origami stars that I have folded up out of paper. So I draw 4 stars out of here, and then I draw a 5th star out of my golden star jar. There's just a few left in here. I need to probably refill this pretty soon, but these books are the ones that I am most excited to get to. I don't want to wait too long to read the books I'm most excited about because I will lose that excitement, I will lose that interest, so I will be pulling one of these as well. In addition to the 5 books that I will be drawing today, I am also going to be reading a book for the Buzzword Challenge. The February prompt, I think, is a verb, like having a verb in the title. For this prompt, I think I'm going to be reading Stay Awake by Megan Golden? Something to that effect. It sounds really good. It has like the memory loss trope in it, which is my favorite. So if I have time to get to that 6th book, I will be reading that in February as well. So I think that that is everything. Let's just jump right in and draw some books. All right, here we go. First draw. All right, so I like to draw out books that have been in here the longest, and I think that maybe this fuchsia star right here. I feel like these have been in here probably the longest. This actually might even be the last one in the jar. So let's go on ahead and close that category out. All right, and my first selection for February is Death's End. Awesome, okay. This is right behind me. This is in the Remembrance of Earth's Past trilogy by Cixin Liu. Let me pull this out of here really quick. Here we are, Death's End by Cixin Liu. Now, I read both of the first 2 books, The Three-Body Problem and The Dark Forest. I think I read them both last year. This is a hard sci-fi series. There are some things in this book, or there are some things in this series that I don't love particularly. This author writes in a pretty sexist way, and I'm not that into it. However, conceptually, this series is like so amazing. Just, it really makes up for it. It's very mind-bending and very, very smart. And so I'm able to kind of overlook that, but yeah, I've really been looking forward to finally closing this series out. This is a big fat one, so hopefully, oh yeah, this is like over 600 pages. So hopefully this is the only like tome-sized book that I'm about to draw. Yeah, I'm really excited about this. I'm really excited to finally see how this series wraps up. All right, second draw. All right, let's see here. So I think that some that have been in here the longest include these green stars as well as the red stars. Let's do one of these green stars. Let's do one of these next. All right, and the second book is going to be, The Dark Trials. Okay, I don't think that I own this book. I'm not sure I even remember what this is. I guess I'm going to have to insert a clip after this because I cannot remember what this is right now. Editing Lauren here. So I finally figured out what this book is. The Dark Trials is a urban fantasy thriller, I think maybe a YA urban fantasy thriller by T. James Kelly. And this is an independently published book that I heard about from Andrew's Wizardly Reads. Unfortunately, now that I'm looking online for this, I cannot find a copy of it. It is out of print. I looked on like online bookstores. They don't have it on Libby. I don't know where else to get it. I'm going to keep trying to track it down. But if I can't, I may just draw a book later during the month if I run out of stuff to read. Since I am hoping to participate in the Buzzword Challenge, that may be enough books for me for the month. But if I end up needing a 6th book to read, I will just draw another book. So kind of a bummer, but this kind of stuff just happens. So it is what it is. So that is the story on The Dark Trials. Back to the video. All right, third draw. Okay, let's see here. I think that, so I know that the yellow and the light blue, these are new. They haven't been here for long at all. I don't think that the kind of orange has been in here long either. I think that this kind of tan and green might be the ones that have been in here the longest. Either that one or the pink. Actually, let's do one of these light pink ones. I think these may have been in here a little bit longer, so I'll do one of these next. All right, and my third draw for February is going to be, ooh, okay, The Patience of a Dead Man. Okay, I'm suddenly remembering these have not been in here very long. I remember adding this pretty recently, but that's okay. I'm gonna go with it because I am excited about this book. This is a horror novel. I've always really enjoyed reading horror, but lately I've been on kind of a horror kick, and I've heard that this one is pretty scary. I think that this is a horror story like of the haunted house variety. Also, I mean, that cover, there's something that's like a little bit disturbing about that and gets me really excited to jump into it. So yeah, that's really exciting. I'm really looking forward to getting to The Patience of a Dead Man. All right, fourth draw. Okay, let's see here. I think that these like kind of these orangey stars have been in here a while. I'll go for one of those next. All right, and my fourth selection is, ooh, We Need to Do Something. I also don't own this one. So this is also a horror novel, and I think, if I recall, I may be mixing this up with another book, but I think this has something to do with like a family. There's a storm coming and a family like in a storm shelter, and something really crazy goes down. The plot synopsis is pretty cryptic, but I heard some booktuber talking about this. I can't remember who at the moment, but the way they talked about it, I was so intrigued by it. All you have to say to me is like, this book is kind of about this thing, but you don't need to know anything else about it going into it. And I'm like, yeah, okay, I need to read that. Like, the more cryptic, the better. And this is a pretty cryptic story to me. So yeah, hopefully this lives up to that kind of expectation. So yeah, fourth draw, We Need to Do Something. All right, here we go. Fifth and final selection that will be coming out of my golden star jar. All right, and the final book that I will be reading in February is Blackwater, which was suggested to me by my mom. This is a series of books. I think they're like kind of novella-sized books, and there are several of them. And this sounds kind of almost like a suspense thriller horror kind of story. I think that this is actually, it was written a while back, kind of an older story about a family who lives in this town where all this crazy, creepy stuff starts happening. I think that there's like a dam or something that breaks and the town gets flooded. I honestly don't know a whole lot about this other than it's pretty epic, kind of a thriller, suspense, horror, set in like a small town vibes. And my mom has just sung the praises of the series to me, and I am super, super excited to finally be getting to it. So fifth and final selection is Blackwater. So I think that is going to be it for me today. Those are all of the books that I will be reading in February. I'd be curious to know if you have read any of these books and what you thought about them. Also, if you are planning on reading anything particularly interesting in February, I'd love to hear about it. So please chat with me about it in the comments down below. If you enjoyed this video, I hope that you will like it and possibly subscribe, and I will see you next time. Bye.